Hello everyone, welcome back to Gloomhaven. Last time we had alarming success in killing the guy that teleports in, hits you, teleports away again. Managed to do 60 damage to him in double time. So I did a mission off screen, I replayed the very first mission over again just to get Tali up to level 8. So let's level Tali up. Tali has reached level 8, oh god. Volatile consumption. Once per action, if you consume any element during the action, you may cause one enemy within range 2 to suffer 1 damage, or you may perform a heal 1 range 2 action, continuous. Move 3, jump, any element and fire element, +2 move, wound all enemies moved through, any element plus ice element, immobilize all enemies moved through. Interesting. Elemental Aegis. Shield 2, self, plus elemental shield 1, shield 1, shield 1, and shield 1. Heal 5, self create light. Or we can take any of the other cards we've never taken before. Like summon a doppelganger. You may perform your attack actions as if you occupy the summon's hex. But that's all too complicated for me with summons and stuff. I never really understood the mechanics. Crystal Blast, range 1, attack 1, damage 3, Burial, Gravity Vortex, Obsidian Shards, Simulacrum, Pragmatic Reinforcement, heal 3, range 3, shield 1, heal 2. The healed character may recover one of their discarded cards, attack 3, range 3, attack, range, poison, wound. Volatile consumption, once per action, if you consume an element. Well, we consume on that. And that, except we're not playing that. We consume on this. We can consume on that. We can consume on that. We can consume on that. We consume on that. We can consume on that. And that. And that. 1 damage within range 2 or 1 heal. Or a giant shield and a heal. The obvious thing is we also have to remove a card to put a card into our deck for this. Let's go volatile consumption. Let's go big or go home, right? So that is a continuous card. So is there something similar that we're not playing very much that we would like to get rid of? Kind of gotten used to most of what we play. I almost never do at the end of each of your turns. You may generate energy, deduct 1 attack from all your attacks. Sometimes I'll do the Shape in the Ether attack, but let's take that out, add that in, take a perk because we leveled up. 1 available perk, replace a -1 with a +1, replace a 0 with a +2. Add 2 pushes, add 1 wound, add 1 +0 stun, add 1 +0, add target we've already done. So, get rid of a -1, add a +2, add some push, add a wound. I think I'm just going to add a stun. More stuns can never be a bad thing. Although, the boss that we're about to fight isn't going to be affected by that, so actually... let's do heighten instead. Right. Faith is fine. We want to go to the shop with Brutus because I believe we can get an iron helmet because we're not going to be able to be wearing very much else. Then I'm probably not interested in much else of the equipment, but I will go to the Temple of the Great Oak, get blessing, get a blessing, get a blessing. I'm gonna skip the city encounter in favor of just getting to where we're going. I will see if there's any way we can enchantress anything of faith, although looking at the costs, probably not. Burning oil plus range. Yeah, these costs are all way more than we can really afford. Especially on the cards that we're actually equipping at the moment. Alright, forget that. Let's go back to town. Let's go to the Gloomhaven map. And here we have the Void. Hale must see you as soon as possible. Core quest, boss, objective, kill the Gloom. So I think this is what I would consider to be the final quest in the main core of the campaign. Obviously you can go do all the other optional stuff, the other threads and stuff, but this is where my brain can go, yep, I have done the campaign. We can move on to other parts of things. So let's travel off, shall we?
Oh, good. You have returned. Hale meets you at the door of the Crooked Bone with a dour expression. We need to talk. She's always come across as humorless in your interactions, but her mood today feels somehow different. There's a focused seriousness to it. Ever since you've been traveling around the countryside, hunting down the corruptive influences affecting the artifact, I've begun to feel a presence I haven't felt in a long time. Bastian. The poor man always meant well, but... Hale's voice trails off as the ground begins to shake beneath your feet. It's nothing catastrophic, but the tremor is deeply disturbing. That was the strongest one yet. They've been occurring more and more frequently, and I fear the worst. Hale produces a handful of green grass and throws it up into the air with an elaborate hand movement. The blades fall in a curious pattern, fading to a dark brown long before they touch the ground. He's in the city, she says with an icy expression. Somewhere deep within the void. We all hoped... Hale is once again cut short by a violent shifting in the earth. Worse than before, and without end. The Aether ushers you outside, where you see a massive black column of smoke to the northeast. There is no time! She hands you a small pouch, filled with what feels like sand and small rocks. This should protect you from the worst of the Void's influence. You must find him there and stop him from returning this world to ash. Hale refuses to say anything more, resolutely pointing you in the direction of the smoke.
Alright, no travel event because we're within the walls of the city. Here we are at the Void.
As you approach the black column, it becomes clear that it's not smoke, but a whirlwind of black sand extending far into the sky. The tremors continue, but you race towards the vortex as quickly as you can. Only when you reach the edge of the void do you hesitate. You look around you at the other residents of Gloomhaven, staring up at the terrible black cloud in mad horror. No one else will end this. It's up to you. You clutch the pouch Hale gave you and step forward onto the black sand. Immediately you feel a sharp pain across every point of your body simultaneously, as if you're being eaten from the inside out. The pouch fills you with a dull numbness, however, and you continue to advance, moving towards the center of the void to enter the whirlwind. The sand has been brushed away at the eye of the vortex, revealing a smooth stone floor with a descending staircase at its center. You walk down the steps. You find yourself standing in a large stone room covered in odd runic symbols. There's an unearthly coldness to it, and the dull pain of the void persists. Those brave enough to enter here will be the first torn apart. An arresting voice echoes through the chamber around you. The rest I will hunt down like game and devour, but I do think I will enjoy this more. As your eyes adjust to the low light, you see a shadowy form in the center of the room. With time, you're able to focus on the image of an Aether with two long, thin blades. I have waited many years to reap this harvest, he says with a wicked grin. At one time, I had convinced myself that I would find more delight in watching you slowly kill yourselves. But with my meddling brethren and the deaths of my wards, I have returned to my original design. I am not unhappy at the development. Even the patience of an immortal has its limits.
Alright. Defeat the boss. Level 4, health 156, movement 3, attack 7. Immune to wound, muddle, stun, disarm, immobilize, poison, and curse. Have 5 or more cards, gain 7 or fewer experience. None of this stuff really matters to me. I'm way more interested in the just attempt to win. So, let's have at it, shall we? No idea how they're going to complicate things other than just hit it 1,000 times, but I'm sure it's not going to be that simple. Could be summoning stuff that we have to kill, could be environmental problems, could be long chambers and corridors to chase through. Everything loads in at once.
The Aether flashes its blades in a mesmerizing dance. Come then, brave lambs. Who will be the first to embrace the gloom?
Kill the Gloom. When the Gloom teleports, it moves between the marked hexes in a clockwise order from the last one he used. Each mercenary or mercenary summon suffers 2 damage at the end of each of their turns. All mercenaries start with 3 curses. Good grief. There's a chest there. These are the marked hexes. There are obstacles. If we're going to take 2 damage at the end of every one of our turns, I have no idea how we're ever going to do 156 damage before this is all over. They're a boss-type creature. Otherwise, I guess we're just going to start slamming into stuff. I don't know if we occupy these tiles. That will stop him from teleporting. It, her, thing. It moves between marked hexes in a clockwise. Each mercenary or mercenary summon suffers 2 damage at the end of each of their turns. So it doesn't seem that the teleporting is even related to the damage. So, from here. Move 4. You could be there and you can be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move 4 in a straight line. Attack for 4. Problem with a lot of this is that many of our attacks that do stun or disarm aren't going to work. Mobilize, disarm, stun, muddle, wound, poison, and curse. But we can't stop them taking their actions basically ever. Which is unideal. We can push them, I think. Not that that really helps me a great deal, but we can. So, hook and chain into unstoppable charge. Kind of slow. But a lot of our attacks aren't much faster, really. Then we can't wound it, can we? Immune to wound, so that's not going to help us. Immune to poison, so that's not going to help us. It just seems to be that we have to take as many hits against it as possible, as soon as possible. Attack 4. Move 4, gain advantage on our attacks this round. Do we want retaliate? We probably want some kind of song up. Retaliate, disadvantage. Or if we put melody and harmony up first, we can have 2 songs. Does limit the number of cards we're then going to have thereafter, but that's just the tough part, isn't it? Let's put you there. Let's put on disadvantage first and bless people next to us. Is that a different card? That's the top of that one. Alright, a bottom of something. Shield 2, affect all allies within range 3. Doesn't help me. Enemies to move. Force enemies to move. Attack 4, range 4, push 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get that either. Alright, then we'll just move in a bit. Then let's just get volatile consumption going on top, and we'll move closer on bottom. Let's see how this goes. Move 12, attack 16. What? What? Is this like we have to TPK or something? Because that is absurd. Get advantage. Attack here with a +1. I mean, that's like nearly 10% of their health in one attack, but we can't be that lucky every time. Enemy gets disadvantage on everything. Although that's barely going to help when they're hitting for 16. And let's move to like here. Not that it really helps me. We could put a skeleton in just as something to be hit that's not us, perhaps. We didn't take 2 damage because we were invisible, I guess. +1 attack. Oh, there's another 10 damage. This is going incredibly well. Attack for 2 more. Then I guess we're going to pull away and just hope they go after the skeleton. They probably won't, but you know. We take 2 damage of our own. Alright, we're going to put this on. And then move. We can consume. No, we can't. We can't consume the fire yet because it's being created. Unless someone else created it. Did they? Oh, Faith might have. Okay. Although I'm not getting the option to turn retaliate on here, so maybe not. Let's come to here then. Don't have the ability to damage this from here. Can't undo. Fine, no one's injured either. Oh yeah, someone is injured. Damn it. I wish I could undo and heal someone instead, but we learn. We live, we learn. Gloom is up. Go after the skeleton. It legitimately did. That is so helpful. Okay. What are we doing? Just as much damage as possible, given that it drew, what, like a move 12, damage 16? We want to consume something just so that we can heal people. Heal 3, range 4, attack 2, target all enemies within 2. Damage 2, ice spikes, attack 5, range 3. Chain lightning, winter's edge, heal 2, range 2. The heal 2, range 2 on the bottom. Although I probably want to move away slightly if I can. Because we can't slow this thing down. I wish I could make like some barriers and stuff. Although, is it going to teleport away on its next turn? When the Gloom teleports, I guess it might draw a card that just says teleport, which is also going to be really freaking annoying. Alright, we'll go with that. Here. Long con for attack 4. And on bottom, add 2 to all your attacks that don't go next to an enemy, or to an enemy that doesn't have any allies next to it. Put 2 songs up at once on top. On bottom, attack. We have a faster attack. No, we don't. Fine. Over here, we need to move before we attack, really. We move 2 with Provoking Roar. We should probably put Juggernaut on eventually, because that's 3 free attacks we can tank. That's on bottom. We can do... We don't have any movement attacks on top, do we? Not anymore. Damn it. Probably just have to burn a card if we threaten being hit then. I don't know if this thing's going to teleport, which is really annoying. Provoking Roar for 2, Unstoppable Charge for attack 5. Teleport to the next marked hex. Attack 6, range 5, poison, wound, stun. Jeez. Do we know which one's the next marked? I don't. Here, add 2 to your attacks against target adjacent to no allies this turn. Attack them with advantage. Seven more damage. Brutus, move 2 to here. Attack 5 there. Take 2 damage. They are teleporting to this one. But they weren't within range 5, so they did not get to attack us. Attack 5, range 2, move 3. 1, 2, 3, not within range 2. Attack 2, range 3, but we can't get there, so let's heal you. Let's heal you because you're the one who's going to be tanking most, I imagine. We cannot get an attack in. Our turn, we take 2 damage. If that is going to use up charges on my unlimited defense thing, that's going to be really annoying. You may have 2 songs up at once. Yes. Attack 4 range we don't have. Let's move 2 up to here. Yes, we take 2 damage. I hate it. Right. We've done some damage. It's just, can we repeat that amount of damage every round? Probably not. I don't know if this chest is going to have anything so good as to impact the events of this fight. Wouldn't mind finding out, but until then, who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 5 movement. Let's put Juggernaut on then. No, because we're going to lose 2 health at the end of each turn. And that just seems terrible. Alright. Move 3. And attack at the range 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can do that. Yeah. Swift Bow, Stiletto Storm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We can probably hit with that. Here. We can now have a second song up, so we'll put up Echoing Aria on top. And on bottom, we can't curse them. Force enemies to move. Throw voice. So much of our stuff is so useless to us. Over here, we need to move over a lot more. And then we'll just try for any regular attacks that we might be able to make. We'll go late, see if they move over towards us a bit. Move 12, attack 16 on 73. Well, that's going to hurt someone a lot. Right, we're putting up a second song. And we'll move 2 over to there. Don't need to be invisible yet. Don't need to do that yet. Take 2 damage. We are going to move 3 to here. And then attack 3 at range 3. 4 more damage. We don't need to heal yet. Take 2 damage. Then we are going to move 4 to there. Confirm, retaliate on self. Attack here for 4 damage. Muddle doesn't help. +1's good. +1's good. +1's good. Then Tali here. Not going to be in range for much of anything, unfortunately. So it's going to be a skip. Receive 2 damage. Right, we are going to burn 1 card because of that. Rough as hell. They take 2 retaliation damage. Back to us. All up in this guy's grill. We're going to Juggernaut on bottom. And Trample on top. Here, any attacks that we have. If we don't, we can bless all of our allies if we move 2 though. We have a ranged attack. We don't. This is an obstacle, so it's not even rough terrain. We can't move through it. Can't pull them. Let's make ourselves invisible for next turn. And we'll move slightly. And here, attack 4, target all enemies at exactly range 2. Attack 2, range 3, 1, 2, 3. We can actually hit with that. And on bottom, we can Eye of the Hurricane with a jump, and that means we can heal somebody a bit. Move 2, attack 6, range 3, target 2 targets. Rough. Right, so we're going to be invisible. And we're going to move... we're not going to move, we're just going to stay where we are. Harley. Move, consuming to here. Skip movement. Then do 1 damage to that guy. Then attack that guy with +1 attack. Sure. Save the advantage for a bigger hit. Take 2 damage. Then we're going to move to here. Skip the rest of the movement. Bless all of our allies. All of our adjacent allies, which happens to be everybody. We're going to make ourselves invisible for the convenience. Take 2 damage. Then we are going to make ourselves immune to damage 3 times. And attack this guy with piercing. We miss because of curse. Lovely. We can't receive this 2 damage. We must do that, which is really annoying. He's going to attack the 2 that he can see. We are immune to that attack. We are going to get hit real hard, though. We burn Infernal Vortex. They take some retaliation damage. We are going to short rest. Eye of the Hurricane. Heal 3. I'd like that, really. Ice Spikes is gone. Eye of the Hurricane. Heal 3. Range 4. Attack 2. Target all enemies within range 2. Sure. Primal Duality. This is on top. We need something on bottom. Let's do this, and we'll try and set up light, and we've got darkness there, which is good. We'll long rest there because we're invisible. We will short rest because we're invisible, but we want to do a big attack in a second. So we'll burn that, and then we can Burning Oil for double damage on top and on bottom. We can add 2 to that. And then here we have to short rest. Attack 2, move 2, attack 3, range 3. Sure. Then we'll play Unstoppable Charge on top for damage and Spare Dagger on bottom for more damage. Move 3, attack 7 is not as scary as some of the other cards we've seen. So, add 2 to our melee attack, or to our attacks. Attack for 5 plus 2 doubled is 14. That is 28 with a blessing. That is incredible. Now, suddenly, I feel like there is some world in which we could actually make this work. We're going to attack for 5. Stun, plus 2, makes 7. 2 more damage on bottom here. Plus 3 is 5. Is incredible. We are on 14 of... How much is our max HP? 18. So we still get 5 out of this, so we won't use that yet. And Brute's turn. We have to use that up, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Heal 3. Confirm. Wait. Can I use my potion? I can. During your turn, create any element. Can I create light? Ah, it's infusing, so I can't use this right now. That's annoying. Fine, heal you. Attack you. Move with jump to there. We'll go worry about that chest, perhaps. Can't give an adjacent ally the extra stuff. 2 damage is horrible. Gloom's turn. We're just going to take that 5 damage. That's actually manageable. We're going to heal, perform a long rest. Cards that don't benefit us in any way. Disarm, range 3, force all enemies to move 1 with you controlling the action. Does not help us. End turn. Take 2 damage. Right. We are within range 2. We can do one of our bigger attacks. Attack 5, range 2, plus 2 range, piercing 4. Attack 2, stun. Attack 5, range 4, target 2. Attack 5, range 2. We'll do this because that is... We can consume the elements, which means we can do extra damage. And this card doesn't burn. So something on bottom. This doesn't use the fire. That doesn't use the fire either. That's good. Probably looking at a swift blow. Don't titter at that. I certainly didn't. Hush. Flurry of Blades, move and gain advantage on attacks, then Swift Blow. Here, do we have one ally within range 3 may perform attack 2? Do that on top. And attack 4, range 4, push 3. Try and do that last, so that here we can attack a couple of times first, although we can hook and chain to pull him back if we have to. Biggest attacks is trample for 3. Is this an obstacle? This is an obstacle, so they can't be pushed back, so it's fine. Okay. Biggest attacks. Trample for 3 on that. And we're just provoking Roar to go fast. End selection. They are teleporting to the next marked hex. I think that's this one. Attack 6, range 5, poison, wound, and stun. Stun's gonna suck. Move. Let's put ourselves here then. We're built slightly closer in range to where they're going. Skip the rest of the movement. Give ourselves advantage on our attack. Attack with swift bow. Here. 6 damage. Solid. We're at full health still somehow. Brute's turn. We are piercing for 3. Stun doesn't matter. Times 2 for 6 is great. We're at 12 health, so we can benefit from a +5 healing. Any enemy who targets one of your adjacent allies with an attack would attack here. Doesn't matter. There's nowhere for me to move that's beneficial. So we'll skip movement, end where we are. Take 2 damage. The Gloom teleports. It's going to go after Tali, which sucks. They miss, which is incredible. They also take retaliate damage. The Elementalist is wounded. We take 1 damage because of the wound. We're also stunned because of the attack. So we can't do anything while we're stunned. We have to burn a card because we cannot afford the rest. We'll take Stoking Hail because it's our weakest attack. Attack 4, range 4. Let's move to here. I'm dumb. Oh, you freaking idiot. I used the wrong half of the wrong card and now I miss out on 4 attack. This is us up. Fine. I'm mad. Take 2 damage. I'm bad. Attack 5, range 4. We're just going to play those 2 cards because they're cards that can be played. Here, we need to move 1, 2, 3 if we're going to get an attack in. We can move with open wound for 5. But then... Oh wait, yeah. Long con is attack 4. Open wound is move 5. That's fine. Move someone else. Tune the outcome. Bless allies. Move and immobilize stuff. They can't be immobilized. Let's move 1 ally within range 3. Perform a move 4. We will get Pandora. We'll get Tali out of the way. And we'll bless adjacent allies because Faith... Nope, they're both on top. Moving Tali on bottom. We'll do this. This is fine. Brutus. Skin chain, attack 3, range 3, pull 2. It's actually better on top. And on bottom, this is a worse card. So, Faith is going first. Moving to here. Attacking you. Then Tali is going to step onto... is going to heal themselves. And possibly attack with Primal Duality. I'd like to go later if I could, because then we might be able to move away from their area of influence. We're going on 42, that's as early as we can go. We're going on 32, we need a... Yeah, this will have to do. They're going on 85 for a move 12, attack 16. Faith does not need to change her stuff, so we're going to move to here. Skip the rest of the movement. Attack 4. I'm going to refresh my spent items. Attack with advantage on this one. 5 damage. We don't need to heal. We can recover a card. I'm going to recover. We have Visage of the Inevitable. I'm going to recover Burning Oil. They're not teleporting. End Scoundrel's turn. We are going to move you to here. Get the movement. We're going to move to here. And end our turn. We take 2 damage. Tali is wounded. That freaking sucks because I'm about to heal you and all. There's our 2 worst cards there. Tali is not long for this world. We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to target you at advantage with this. That's incredible. We get a treasure chest. Tali loots a star earring. I don't think that's going to impact the rest of this fight. Discard these 2 cards. Tali is basically out of the running now. But we need to do 22 damage, which is like not that much. Where do I want you to be next? You move 12, attack for 16. think I skip the pull and let you target Faith next. No, because Faith has Burning Oil, but Burning Oil's so slow. We might not get to do that attack anyway. Pull you to here. Then we're going to move there. And I'm going to push you to there just to see if it helps at all. It probably won't. We take 2 damage. If you step towards Tali and kill them, that's actually really good for us. Because Tali wasn't going to have another turn anyway. All of their cards are burned. So that saves a deadly attack on one of our heroes that's actually useful. Burning Oil, attack 4, range 3. So we'll do that. This guy might teleport, which is going to be annoying. We have to short rest if we're going to get anything else going. Unstoppable Charge I really want to keep because it's one of our bigger attacks. If you're there, I need to move 2. If you move to here, I need to move 2. So I want to move 2 regardless. Unstoppable Charge attacks for 5. And Provoking Roar can be our move 2 on 10. And here, I might just take a long rest to get 2 health, to lose 2 health at the end of the turn. Attack 6, range 5, poison, wound, and stun on 11. Okay, you don't need to change your turn. We're going to move 2 to here and attack you before you have a chance to stun me. Oh, the double is incredible. Right, we take 2 damage. Gloom attacks you. Oh, they teleport first. Shit. Burn 1 available card, change tempo. Okay. Range 3. We are not in range 3 anymore. Crap. Move 2. We can't exist in the same tile there. If we're here, we're 1, 2 away. If we're here, we're 1, 2, 3 away. So we're going to step 1 tile to here. Skip that movement. Skip the ability. We cannot get an attack in. We discard 2 burnt cards. This doesn't do damage. This doesn't do damage. Burn those. Heal 2. Perform long rest. Guard a card. Well, I don't think we're going to get another turn in then. What happened to my 2 healing? I'm sorry. Alright. The 2 of us versus the 1 of him and 9 HP. We are obviously going to short rest. Open Wound is a 4 damage melee attack. So is Long Con, so we don't need Open Wound. We can burn it. We can spare Dagger to attack 3 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. So we don't need to move 2 to stand here. We can do that with Sweeping Blow. We have Burning Oil, attack 5, range 3. 1, 2, 3. We only need to stand here on a move 2. That's move 4, but we get advantage, which is incredible. They're going on 14, attacking 6, range 5, poison, wound, and stun. Oh, we probably got wrecked by the wound a second ago. So, move to here. Skip the movement, confirm the advantage. Attack for 5, confirm target. Poison doesn't help. +3 doesn't help. Noddle doesn't help. Double damage wins. Brute's turn. There's no gold on the ground. We're going to skip this movement. We're going to skip this attack. End the turn. Receive 2 damage. Victory.
2 swords fall to the stone floor with a sharp ring. The Aether stands limp, a look of shock on his wounded face. "How dare you?" he mutters. The voice that was once smooth and hypnotic is now gravelly and dark. "I have waited thousands of years, and you presume to rob me of the fruits of my labors?" The Aether's mouth drops slack in death, but still the figure stands, as if held up by invisible strings. "You can destroy my vessel and banish me from this plane, but it will never be enough. I am eternal. I will return. I will feast on this world once again." At this, the body of the Aether crumples to the ground and fades out of existence.
Damage done. Record 77. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Return to map. Anything else to inform me of right now? Any big revelations?
The dull pain subsides, and you ascend the staircase to a bright, clear sky. The tremors and vortex of black sand are gone, and all those gathered around the void look very relieved when you emerge from the confrontation. You let the people know that whatever calamity had descended upon them has now been averted. They cheer and celebrate your strength. You return to Hale, and she offers her heartfelt thanks, but refuses to speak more on the issue. "I overstepped my oath in a moment of panic, saying what I did. Please, the danger has passed. Let us speak no more of it."
Quest complete. 5 prosperity, 5 reputation, 12 XP. Gloomhaven wealth 5. Boots of dashing design, major power potion, versatile dagger, heavy bassinet, ring of haste, +1 enchantment point each, hooked chain design, robes of evocation design. Well, Pandora's leveled up. Tali found some treasure. There's new stuff in the shop, but for now, that is going to be everything from me and Gloomhaven. Although, that rounds out my experience with what I would call the main campaign. We may come back and do some of these other missions in time, but there is also the Gloomhaven solo scenarios coming soon, so expect more on that in the meantime. For now though, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.